Good morning. It's day 82 on the PCT. Just left camp a little bit ago. Got 58 miles to get to, I think it's the Haskins General Store. It's by some lake. I forget the name of the lake. So, figuring about 2.5 days to get there. And then I need to pick up some extra food. I had originally gone all the way from Sierra City to Chester, but because of the heat, decided to just carry less food and then resupply at this general store. But so far, it's a beautiful morning. It's going to be another hot one. I think it's supposed to get in like the upper 80s or something like that, maybe low 90s. So, yeah, I think I got started, it was about 6:15 or so. So yeah, onward we go. Happy 4th of July, everyone. What a gorgeous day. Been walking on this ridge line here. It's absolutely beautiful out today, and the view that I've had this morning, pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm just starting like a 2.5 mile climb. There's a spring down below where I got water. It is a hot, toasty one. And it's just starting to like heat up. And when I was in Sierra City, got the first word that I guess the first fire of the season has started in the Etna, California area, which is just under about 500 miles away. And as of now, there's about 20 miles of the PCT is closed. That should likely change by the time I get there. By the time I get there, maybe more of the trail will be closed. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, that's the first word of any trail closures due to forest fires. Hopefully it doesn't get much worse, but we'll see how it goes as I move down the trail. But yeah, just starting this climb in the heat. Onward we go. Just stopped to have a really late lunch and a long break with Bambi and Knuckleball. Now I'm headed up this, I think it's like a 3-mile climb. It is still, it's still pretty toasty out. It's a little after like 4 o'clock. Got about 10 more miles that I want to do today before I camp for tonight. But man, it's been a hot one. It's been pretty toasty out, but onward to more climbing. It's finally a bit cooler under the cover of all the beautiful pine trees. It's about 8 o'clock. We got less than a half mile to go. Sun is starting to go down this evening. By the time we get to camp, it'll be 30 miles even for the day. So overall, it was a really good day. It was a hot one. It's gonna be hot again tomorrow. So yeah, half mile left for the day. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope you all have a good night. Good morning. It's day 83 on the PCT. It's July 5th, and it's gonna be a hot one. I've got about 12 miles of descending this morning. I just left the Alder Spring campsite area. So about 12 miles of descending this morning, and then I'll come to a river, and a bunch of people are just going to hang out there for the afternoon because it's going to be really hot today. And after leaving the river there, it's about a 12-mile climb to get up from some low elevation, and so I probably won't start that climb until late this afternoon into the evening hours. So looking to do around 20 to 24 miles today. So onward we go. It's only 7:15. I can already feel the back of my calves burning from the sun. Holy cow, it's going to be a scorcher. And I got started late this morning. I slept in a little bit. Got started about an hour after I normally have been getting started. So yeah, maybe I should have woke up earlier. Over this next section, I'm going to be going through some burn zones. It looks like this is where it starts. But I believe the big burn zone I'm going to be walking through is from I think it was from the Dixie Fire back in like 2017 or 2018. But this area looks like maybe it was more prevention, where they maybe cleared some of this out to keep the fire from jumping from like that side of the ridge over to this side is kind of what it looks like. I'm not really sure if that's the case, but that's what it looks to be. It's been like blow down city. There's been quite a bit already. Apparently I'm headed up to the trail across the road, where a lot of people are just doing like a 2 to 3 mile road walk. Apparently the blowdowns get a lot worse. So I'll probably be doing that as well. Apparently it's so bad, it's so overgrown, you can't even like find where the trail's at, so it's like a several mile bushwhack. So guess we'll be road walking a little. I rejoined the trail about a mile ago, but I'm still in this burn zone. Holy hell, is it freaking hot. There's nothing to block the sun from you. This has just been an absolutely brutal section. I got about 2 miles to get down to the bottom where the river's at, and I cannot wait. Holy cow, I just pulled a forecast from my InReach device. It's 86 right now. It's about 11:30. By 2 o'clock, it's supposed to get up to 92. I think I'll get to the river. I'm not going to leave there because there's a big climb getting up out. Probably won't leave till 6 o'clock and hike well into the night. And then tomorrow, it's supposed to get up to 100 degrees. That is just brutal. Tomorrow's going to be a tough one. Oh man. I'm at the Middle Fork Feather River. River's out there. There's a bunch of people on the other side swimming. I already jumped in the water once. I washed out like all the salt from my clothes and washed my socks and shirt I hike in, and then just jumped in about waist deep. But now I found there's some camp spots on this side, so I'm gonna chill out here for the next 4 hours before I get on trail. It's 4:30. I decided to continue. According to what the forecast was, it's still 92 degrees out here. It's gonna be a slow going. I still got like another 8 to 10 miles I want to do today. In like another 3 miles, there's another creek. So if I need to stop again to jump in the water to cool down my body, and that's what I'll do. Hopefully by the time 6 o'clock comes rolling around, it won't be as bad. But yeah, I'm in the middle. I started basically just started like, it's like a 10 to 12 mile climb, so it's gonna be a toughie. Today's been pretty brutal between the heat, the blowdowns. There's been no less than a couple hundred of those, and then where there's not blowdowns, the trail's just been so overgrown. It's just been it's been one of the tougher days on trail, I'd say. I've got probably another 5 to 7 miles before I get to camp. See, even that bird over there agrees with me. Onward we go. Good morning. Day 84 in the PCT. Just leaving camp. I was camped in between these trees, like right off trail, and there is a parking lot over there. I didn't get to camp until like 10:30 last night. It was a brutal climb. That climb was over 10 miles long. I didn't realize it until after starting that. It was 99 degrees doing that climb yesterday. For like the last 3-4 miles, I was really dizzy. I felt like I was walking drunk. I had to be very careful with each footstep. I was starting to get like some heat exhaustion, I believe. I did take extra electrolytes, and that definitely helped out. But I had heat exhaustion 3 times on the Appalachian Trail. Not something I want to get out here, so I am trying to be extra cautious of that. But up for today, I got about 8 miles to get to a road take me into the town of Quincy. I was going to stop at a general store here in like 3 miles, a Haskins store, but they don't really have a good selection of electrolyte drink mixes, and I need to pick up a couple days of food, and which include electrolyte drink mixes, because it's going to still be hot. Onward we go. Beautiful view this morning, first thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know how I managed it, but yesterday in that extreme heat, I still managed to do 25 miles. I was looking at my days since I left Lake Tahoe. I've been over the course of, since Lake Tahoe, maybe 150 miles or so. I've averaged about 24 miles a day, but I think today's the day I give myself a little breather. When I get to the road, I think I'm gonna try and hitch into town, grab a few days worth of food, probably have lunch there, recharge my battery bank, and then probably try to get back on trail later this evening, but keep it to a lower mileage day to give myself a little bit of breathing room. Trying to wake up at the same time and then hiking in the evening isn't working out so well. It's hard to wake up in the morning after hiking so long in the evening. So I gotta try and figure something else out. Maybe just wake up early and then end early until this heat wave's over. I'll figure it out. Well, for the first time, I was actually able to get a hitch by myself. I came out to the road, and I guess there's a big musical festival in town. There was a musician driving into town who stopped to pick me up. He said he was no stranger to hitchhiking, and so he picked me up, dropped me off at the Safeway. I had lunch and grabbed a few days worth of food. Now I want to hang out here for a few more hours. Wait till about 4 o'clock to try and get a ride back to trail. It is pretty toasty. It's like 104 degrees in town here. So yeah, just walking down Main Street. I'm going to find another place to eat, and just a place with air conditioning before I head back out. So, yeah, onward we go. Well, made it back to trail. Really nice guy named Jeff, who lives close to the trailhead, gave me and Overboard a ride. Picked us up in town, dropped us off at the trailhead. He gave us one hell of a history lesson on the way, as far as, like, you know, going back to the 1800s, about the gold rush in this area. But he also told us about the fire. So apparently where we came from the past few days, that was the Bear Fire. But now we're headed into the area of where the Dixie Fire was, which is going to be a lot of burn zones. I think it's like the next 100+ miles. So not looking forward to that. These burn zones have been difficult. Not the safest areas to hike through. I mean, I've saw some like really big branches just drop. But I'm only gonna hike like another couple miles a day before I set up camp. So onward we go. Well, I just found a place to camp. Trails down there. There was like, this looks like an old logging road or something, but found a spot right there. It was 10 miles for the day. The lower mileage day. Went into town to resupply, and my body just needed a little bit of a breather. So hopefully this will do it, and then I'll get back up, wake up at my normal time, maybe a little bit early tomorrow, because it's supposed to be another scorcher tomorrow. So maybe having an extra hour to hike in the morning will help me out. But thanks everyone for watching. Hope you all have a good night.